Hello, brothers and sisters of light, and welcome to my best. My best is my common sense. I try to keep it down, near to get here under 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, it's something very important. And not important to liberals, libertars, people who believe in God, people that smoke, people that drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT. Listeners' discretion is advised. What did I just say? All in words. I said 80% of you should not be watching my fucking videos. 80% of you who have a biased perspective of me, get out of here. Sensitivists, get out of here. You're religious, you really shouldn't be watching me. But if you want some common sense, you just listen to me, talk to me. I have the experience in the background and the backbone. I walk the walk and I talk the walk. I'm your friendly neighborhood Sexologist. Ain't nobody like me on the internet. I'm authentic, baby. Authentic. I can make my own shirts, okay? But it's not my time yet. Not my time to shine yet. I got things on my plate. So let's talk about the topic for today. This video is going to be talking about when women lie, okay? When women lie. And I'm particularly basing it on a video I saw with Kevin Samuels. A lot of guys send me Kevin Samuels stuff. As I said before, I am far beyond Kevin Samuels' pay grade. Okay, that doesn't mean I get paid as much as he does, but you could be a broke alpha, okay? But I'm not interested in wealth like that. When you're an alpha, you have criteria that far supersedes other guys. My level is on a 9 and close to a 10. Most guys are like a 6 compared to me. All right, I'm comparing apples to oranges, okay? You send me his videos, okay, I watch his videos. I like the way he got his game going on. That's cool. I ain't jealous at him at all. I'm just trying to give you some extra pointers, guys, because I like the way he talks. Okay? But I can't do what he does, though. That's a lot of stress he goes through. He was a cancer patient, yes. And also me, I have my own mental psychosis, too. I'm a schizoaffective, so I hear voices to tell me to kill you, and I know we're not a match. Because I don't have no time for no giggle gabble and shit. But let me just talk about this psychologically in the pathology type of sense, because I've been in many women's houses more than he has. Okay, most of you guys. Okay, so check my credentials before you speak. Check my credentials before you speak. I say that in boasting ways because guys don't know who I am. But of course, let's get on with the pathology psychology here. To keep it simple, under 10 minutes. Whenever you hear a woman says, I've been raised by a father, both parents, going to college. You hear those 3 combos? 9 times out of 10, Kevin Samuels don't ask about the father, his personality traits, or anything like that. And there's only 1 or 2 things that can be you can believe in this situation. From all the women I talked to who went to college, there's some secrets that it's not usually broadcasted throughout the media. But I'm gonna tell you something about college and the father figure. I'm just going to focus on those 2 so we can not really go too far with other stuff and technicalities. First of all, if you ever hear a woman says, I have both parents and I had my father and I went to college, 9 times out of 10, they're lying. Let me explain to you why they're lying. And number 2, Kevin Samuels don't ask about the personality type of the father. Most fathers are not really alphas. So it doesn't count. It doesn't matter if she had both parents. Okay, it doesn't matter if she had both parents. She wasn't trained properly on how to bring the boyfriend to the father. It's not traditional. Nobody follows traditional means anymore. Nobody follows that shit. When you have a daughter that's living in the house, and then they go off to college, okay? You always get the father's approval before you get involved, right? Okay, yeah, you know I'm going on the right path here. There ain't no way my daughter gonna be talking to no guy without no daddy's approval. That's impossible. Especially if she's living under my roof. Especially if she's taking any income from me as an alpha. If I'm paying her way to go to college, okay, there's no way she's gonna be slipping up. If she does and I catch it, she's cut. Just like Lawrence Fishburne, okay? A lot of alpha guys tend to cut their daughters, okay? Cut them off. I don't play that shit. I got tough love. I teach my daughters early on, tough love. You cross it, I'm sorry. Daddy's love is the best love. Ain't no guy like me, okay? So I give my daughters the best love as possible. So please understand, Kevin Samuels does not ask for the psychologicals for how the father is. He doesn't ask those things. I'm trying to teach you women and teach you guys the pathology because I've been a fetish gigolo. I'm also was a therapist in my past with women. I talked to hundreds of women, too many women. But the main core element, the problem is that a lot of women tend to not have that father figure, which is an alpha, not the beta alpha version fathers. There's two different types of fathers. And it's also the deadbeat father, too. So it's really like three, if you really want to get technical about it, okay? Also, when women go to college, more than 60 to 70% of them have a shortcut. They don't get that fucking degree the way you think they do. They don't get that degree the way, baby, I was in John C. Smith. I was hopping around the different college camp sets and the campsites and stuff, and I'll be asking guys. I'm the one who goes out there and do all the hard work, which most of you guys don't do. I said, where are the women going at when they disappear? When I was in John C. Smith for the first time, I had to psychoanalyze this shit. Are women fucking being call girls on the site of college campuses? Yes, most of them are, especially if they're really beautiful. They have a great way of getting their degree faster than anybody on the campus. I seen them bitches disappear like flies after they ate some shit. After the shit is gone and they're dried up on the ground and shit, I was like, there's no more flies. There was a whole bunch of flies there. They're gone. Because them bitches are already in the teacher's house. I didn't know that, did you? Y'all didn't really know that shit? Y'all don't even think about how women get these degrees. They're definitely not smarter than men. I'm not saying all. Okay? But I'm pretty sure guys are more meticulous and more intelligent than women overall. I'm not saying all. I'm just saying most in general. I ain't hating on women, but you remember, it's no hate speech. Okay? So, y'all guys got to start thinking like that. He don't ask the proper questions. Okay? I do. So, what's wrong with that? I ain't hating on the man. Okay? You know, my views ain't that high. I don't really care about my views all like that. I don't even care about you, most of you guys who tried to subscribe. I keep telling you motherfuckers to stop subscribing. You're going to get my channel, you're going to get my channels in trouble. All you got 2 strikes. I got 2 strikes on month, it's 5. I'm like, blow it up. I probably got thousands of fucking views and shit. But I'm not worried about it, you guys. I'll just make another one again. I'm the Emerald Pillar King. Oh my goodness. So, since you understand why women lie to get notoriety, okay? They want to be noticed, okay? They want to feel important because they didn't have a father figure to teach them about what importance is. Importance comes from the self, not external from the self, babies. It comes from within the self. Once a woman is trained at knowing what to do to a man, teabag, fellatio, okay, taking care of his emotional needs, it's not a lot the things to do for a woman for a man. A man is low maintenance. A woman is high maintenance. The high maintenance woman tends to be having expectations, okay? Either you want to be a man or you don't want to be a man. You can be both, though. I've seen women do it, okay? I've been in women's houses who actually had a logical side to them, aspect, which is kind of rare. It's mostly in white women, not black women most of the time. I've seen some black women who know how to talk, but they don't have everything together, okay? But I talk to a lot more white women who have it together up there. So am I saying more Caucasian or lighter-skinned females are more intelligent when it comes to taking care of a man's needs? Sure, that's a fact. That's a matter of fact. I'm going to say it here because of my experiences. This is from my experiences. A lot more lighter-skinned females tend to be more expressive, more emotional. But why don't I choose them? Because I don't have time for used vaginas. I'm just different. Okay? So women lie for that main reason. To be noticed, to be wanted. Because they didn't get it from their father figure. He could be a beta or an alpha, but she probably hasn't been trained by an alpha. Because alphas are strict. They're really protective about their daughters. I'm real protective about my daughters, but sometimes I doubt myself. Even though I have all this experience with babysitting and stuff, I just don't like daughters too much. They tend to be more liars. Daughters tend to be more manipulative. They're harder to raise because their sex appeal. The mother's always saying they're beautiful. I said, stop calling your daughter beautiful. You look nice. Say nice. Soften it down. Keep them away from videos that show them that makeup makes them prettier. Stop it. Okay? Women don't want to listen to that. But I digress here. So, whenever you hear a woman says, again, raised by both parents, I went to college. You got to think about the possibilities that she's this line. She took the shortcut, and her father wasn't really stern enough to keep her in check. Right? See? The father wasn't stern enough to keep her in check. So that father don't count. It's irrelevant. Don't care about the fuck about the other statistics. Okay? That's a waste of time. Okay? I'm like, okay, get Pacific. Everybody's different. Don't put everybody in the box. But to me, I put everybody in the box if I'm intelligent enough to say it. You know, if you're not a virgin, I'm not interested. Okay? So, same thing for women. Women do that same thing, but a little more harsh, though. More on a shallow bit. Women don't give a fuck about most men's personalities. They don't care about that. They care about how much you can offer, what you can provide. What did Chris Rock say? What did Chris Rock say? Nothing's more important in the court of law than a fucking woman, child, and a dog. A man is basically only respected on how much he can provide. We already heard this shit countless times over and over again, which is kind of sad, which causes men to be abused if they're not alpha. Alphas don't get abused when they have a lot of money because they put shit in check. And if you're a real father like myself, you know what I'm talking about. Because you don't play that shit. I'm like, if my daughter does some shit, I'll disown her quickly. I don't have to worry about her no more. My daughter bows if she messes up. So that's a training early, psychological. There's no physical abuse here. Okay? Let me tell you something about abuse. The hardest type of abuse is a physical type of abuse. If you're getting your ass whipped, you're going to remember that shit more, right? Right? Yeah, you will remember that shit more. But if someone's psychologically damaging you, at least you can forgive that person if they give you a reason why they psychologically tried to damage you, right? It's easier to forget. So if I told you, I said all these things, and I kept saying it to you over and over and over again, why I did those things, you could easily forgive me. But if I whipped your ass, and then I told you why I kept whipping your ass, because I can remember whippings from my mom a long time ago, but I can't really get over that shit, what she did. She said, I did those things. She didn't say it to me, but I can believe that if I got whipped physically like that, right? Because I got abused too. And I'm like, how am I going to forget that? What she did to me? Could have been another way? A psychological way. So the better way of dealing with people is psychological. But the physical aspect of the psychological damage is going to stick with you longer. Trust me, it is, okay? So, I always have debates with people who think they're psychological supreme. And I said, use common sense. Would you remember you getting your ass whipped hard like that? Or would you remember someone just cursing at you a few times? Okay, use common sense. But that's the real reason why women lie. As we already know by statistical fact, women are the number one narcissists in the world and the biggest liars. Okay, so that's a fact. That's not a lie. So that's all I really wanted to say. I told you, superficial means go on the woman's side rather than the males. The male are very simplistic creatures, very low maintenance creatures. They're not very hard. Okay? Other than that, I hope you learned something here, you guys, and girls too, who's watching me. I hope you don't fit in that bracket, what I just said, y'all women, because I know y'all take shortcuts. Alright, okay? Peace and love to you, brothers and sisters of the light and dark. Welcome to my page, because I'm not Yo Arse, man. I'm not your Peter Pan. I do that sometimes to scare that shit out of you motherfuckers, because I know I make sense, because I got my own psychologist. I talk to half a therapist. I talk to them all the time. They teach me stuff. So it's nothing pseudo about me. Alright. I love you all, but I hate the many of you. And I love animals more than humans, but I don't fuck the animals. Peace.